because it's pertinent about you mostly. Or I can if you're not there.
Sorry, I was muted. So we finished our battle with the Griffins and the Manticore, taking them down like baseball, cutting through creatures as they fell from the air. The goblins that we encountered seemed to have vials of bright green liquid on their belt. We finished them off. We decided rather than stay in that area and risk encountering more of the goblins who may be active in the area, that assuming that we'd fly further towards our charge. I can't remember where we're going. I've lost the name of the place. Palin. So we decided to land on the way. The map is up, isn't it? Where are we at the moment? Yeah, we're on the road towards Palin. That's right. So we continued on clearing. Hezekiah went up in eagle form, going hunting for deer. And Romar took first watch, staring at the fire. And a figure walked towards him out of the woods, approached an older elf offering wonders in a pink vial, promising life-changing effects at a very high price. After a little bit of back and forth and a very impressionable Romok, who was just looking for answers and something in his life to give him meaning, was catapulted to a different plane and experienced a grueling 24 hours of internal trial and pain and torment in a spiritual or some ethereal plane of existence, being stabbed and cut repeatedly over and over and over and over and over and over again. The session ended with Romok unconscious, being kind of pulled to his bed mat, his roll mat, in what seemed to appear to be the blink of an eye. But in truth, he has endured a full day's worth of torture, undergoing a mysterious transformation while the rest of the party rests.
Yes. So the night has rolled on. You are all getting your rest, and everyone is good. So the day breaks. No further encounters seem to happen. You wake up to heavy rain. Thick, dark grey clouds are now filling the sky above. And you can see that the fire that you had has now been drowned and just lies black, wet, and cold. So you all wake. Romok, you wake up as well. As you wake, can you just roll me a con save, please?
Con save, yeah, sure thing.
So you can beat a 15.
That is a 16 plus 6 for 22.
You feel like this urge to vomit, but you just hold it back.
Okay. I think, despite the bile rising in Romok's throat, and the urge to vomit, the urge to just spill up, I think he will cough, almost go kind of hand and knees on the floor and just sort of retch. Does he bring up anything? Does he cough up any sort of blood, or is the effects just not there? I think he remembers, right?
You do recall little bits of it, but not much. It's something that will sort of spike in your brain a little bit, little bits of memory of what happened, but the entire ordeal is kind of wiped out.
I think with that kind of not quite vivid or visceral memory, I suppose, would he just put it down to a bad dream? But something, I think he doesn't know. What I suppose the question is, what should Romok feel in this moment? If he's got a very faint and vague memory, I don't know whether he'd be feeling scared or terrified. I don't know whether he gets a sense of feeling empowered.
As soon as you start, as
Go ahead.
yeah, as soon as you like start to try and move, you do feel sore. You feel like almost as if you've been doing a massive workout for hours, and you've just got all sore muscles, and it's almost hard to move a little bit, but not to the point where you can't move. It's just taking a bit more effort at the moment. And when you go to cough up, you do cough up this very, very thick, mucousy spit, but other than that, it's very normal.
Okay. I think I'll just sort of look around, try and get my bearings, or slowly sit up before standing, and kind of flex out the muscles, kind of crack my neck from side to side, and just kind of think, almost like, you know, that feeling, that sensation when you're chasing a dream, and the more you think about it, the more you lose it, and the more you try and land on what was that, what was the details? Was it a room? No, it was an open space. But how did I get from that room to the next room? And you know, like Inception, the more you realize you're in a dream, the more it just disappears in smoke. And I think he'll kind of say to himself, "Oh, I did something, but nothing, and something I'd forgotten, and probably just leave it there, and kind of just."
Would you say you're
staring.
trying? Are you
I think he's
trying
trying to
desperately
remember.
to try and remember it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think so.
roll an insight then. Roll an insight. Let's see if you can.
Not the greatest. It's only a 5.
No, it is escaping you. You're
Yeah.
getting these little glimpses, these little flashes and moments. And yeah, it does feel a little bit like a bad dream.
Okay.
At the moment,
Uh,
it's not standing out any more than that.
mm-hmm. Okay. At which point I think I'll probably just go to the fire and just sort of stoke it.
As you go there, you realize that the fire is. As you go to the fire to stoke it, you realize it's futile to do this. It's completely drowned out by the rain. There's no embers, nothing left of it. You do remember the figure, yes.
I suppose I'd search around, kind of pull my cloak over my head, try and ward off the rain. Can I investigate the area, so see if there's any signs of footprints or any remnants of him? Did he stay? Did he leave? Where is he gone?
Give me a survival check, please.
Not great. Oh, that's bad. That's a 0.
Yeah, you look around and you see everything is swampy a little bit now. Everything's muddy and thick with mud and water. Any tracks that were there look as though they've been washed away.
Okay. What time is it? Is it morning, or are we due for the next watch in the night?
This is morning. This is the start of the day. Although it is dark. It's dark with the the clouded over skies, very dark clouds, and it's actively heavy rain falling down upon you right now.
Okay. I suppose with that, I'd probably just look around to see if anyone is currently awake or stirring at this time. I think, excuse me, sorry. If he doesn't really have any recollection or any memory, it's not as though he would kind of be, oh, I had this really crazy dream. I mean, who was there? Hezekiah saw the man, the figure. So I suppose there's reason to think that Roma would probably go, what happened? Where did that guy go?
Would I be up, or would we all be up at this point if it's like kind of dawn or so?
Everyone is now up. Everyone is now up.
Okay. No, so you're asking. Okay, so I hear Romak. I don't know, muttering to yourself or like loudly asking the group, where did that guy go? I'll if I hear it, I would respond. You're the gentleman who gave you that potion. Well, you went to sleep quite well after that. It seemed bit of a heavy drop, but who would know it worked that well? But how do you feel after all that? Has it resolved anything within you?
What person?
The
There's a
gentleman
man.
who came
An
during the
elf.
first watch.
Excuse me? Wait, you just let some random stranger walk into camp? And you
He
didn't...
seemed
Indeed, he just needed to
harmless.
warm
You
up by the fire. He did
You
uh,
didn't want to
sell
wake us
Romak a
up or
potion
anything?
for quite some time. Uh,
So you drank a random potion off a random person.
yes, I
that's
wish you hadn't hesitated, but
more
how
or
did
less.
it work for you?
You know I can check to see what things do, especially magic things, right?
Lord hadn't my mind.
Well, are you okay? Can I like look at him? Does he look any different? I'm like an angry parent right now.
You look at him. He looks pretty much the same. You don't really notice much of a difference to him, to be honest.
Nope.
But give me a perception.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna give me 2 minutes. I just need help get Riley into bed.
12.
12. Yeah, he looks very much the same. But you do sort of catch a slight difference in his eyes, but you're not
Nice.
quite sure what it is. I guess it's in his eyes. It's like there's a little bit of extra color in there, but not greatly noticeable.
Would I think it's more of like a drugs thing, let alone a demon
Well,
from
give
outer
me a
space.
give me a medicine check.
Yeah, Jay's been mad.
You're not sure. Your knowledge of various different medicines is limited, I have to say. So you've not got a full grasp of certain things that might have effect on changing physical aspects of someone. You're not
Just like
sure.
a strong beverage that's knocked him out for the night, maybe. Well, don't do that again, Romok.
Right. I wasn't too concerned about, uh, the fact that Romak is getting into this, but, I was a little surprised that he drank it that quickly, and the fact that the guy upsold him quite a bit, it seems. Rob, are you back by any chance?
He'll be away.
Okay, never mind.
Probably is.
Do you know what? I'm not surprised that idiot took something some random stranger offered him. He's never been the brightest spark.
Well, he maybe should have waited a little bit, just so perhaps Lachlan or I or someone could have investigated what exactly that potion did. But at the end of the day, he was in a troubled place, and
And it sounds like
I
someone's abused the power of,
Being in a troubled place is no excuse for hitting the door so hard. They say. He's taken something
Well,
random in the hope it'll make him feel better. That never ends well.
That's surprising.
this is
Coming from you,
true.
Jesper. I thought you'd be all for that.
Oh, I'm all for recreational fun, but not. I don't seek it to make me feel better. If that's what he's done, then that's just foolish.
Right, I see. Well,
As you're
what's,
discussing this, all Romok's just stood up and gone over to a nearby tree to start relieving himself.
I suppose we should get these griffins ready for
Benches.
the carry
Did-
on the journey.
Does the bottle that, the potion was in, it wasn't discarded or it's not gone, right? Since he drank it, maybe did he drop it when he fell asleep right away? If I still have any of the bottle, I'd have some residue. maybe Lachlan and I could attempt to figure out what was in the potion. You know, him magically and me medically. Maybe?
So you go to look around. So give me just a what would it be investigation check. See if you can find where it went.
Sure. I mean, do I remember what? I mean, because like he kind of fell asleep right after that, right? And like you have the bottle in his hand, and I, you know, moved him to like with the bottle. I mean, I imagine I would have kept the bottle because I was intrigued by what might be in it. Before, so
When
would I have
he
to roll it?
when he drank from the bottle, he did drop it. But you made no mention of picking it up at the time, so
Okay,
it is
okay.
not in your
That's-
possession.
Get an investigation.
So,
13.
Locke, you look around. You look around, Locke. You can't spot it anywhere. Hezekiah, after a little look around, you do spot it. It's sunk partly into some mud. Go pick it up, and you can see this small vial, this little glass stopper in the top, and it is empty.
But I mean, maybe some residue, right? Because you don't really drain everything out of there. I was wondering if Malkin and I could try to figure anything out from that.
What did this
Well, you
person...
go to look at it, and it does look like there is not a drop left in it.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a shame. I was hoping we might be able to figure something out from this. Still, from the situation we're in, perhaps we should, you know, once he's finished behind the tree, we should continue on for the day. Maybe we obviously have more to talk about, but
Is there any chance you could draw this person?
I mean, yes, I did get a look at him. An elderly elf. He was. I mean, I could, you know, I would have seen like Hezekiah would have seen him. I could maybe try to make an etch of him or something. In terms of written down description that I took notes on.
Did you get his name?
Old elf. Did we get his name? Didn't seem like a threat.
Hezekiah, I'm pretty sure we've seen your drawing skills before, and they weren't quite up to snuff. Maybe if you can describe him, I'll have a try.
Well,
at
I'm just
drawing.
thinking if anything has gone wrong with good old Romok, we could track him down possibly.
Potentially, this individual did seem mysterious. He was heading out from Palin, but he was not headed to what is that city we were last in? The Little Price place. He wasn't headed there. But you know, I mean,
Vale?
can I attempt? No, he was not headed to Vale. Can I attempt to draw on something what I saw of the guy? Just added with my minuscule description.
If you have the materials to do it, yes.
Lachlan, you've you have something you etch things on, right? You have some paper.
Yeah. I think I'll let Jasper draw. You describe.
Well, I'm the only one who saw him, so I can only draw
Well,
him.
That's
you
not
give me a
true.
description to draw
give
him.
me the paper, and I will attempt to draw him. Okay.
Hezekiah, we all know my art skills the best. I drew for Locke before. If you
But
just
also,
describe what you saw, I'll draw it.
him.
How do you think witnesses work when they do witness sketches? The sketch artist doesn't see them. It's all about the description that sells the drawing.
Oh my God. Okay, I will describe him to you, and you can attempt to draw him. I mean, you know, I'm speaking not in character now. I only wrote down the description: an elderly elf. I mean, other things I can describe.
You know what he looks
He did.
like, though.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I describe what he looks like to you as Hezekiah, and you draw.
So it was an elderly elf wearing ragged robes. He was sort of bent over, stooping. He was wearing a hood, so you didn't see too many features. It was dark, only lit by the firelight. You recall the color of his eyes being a deep dark blue. He had a long nose. with a slight kink in it. He had no facial hair, and you're not sure what his hair on his head was like as he kept the hood up.
But no name.
I don't think he gave us a name. Or am I wrong about that?
No one thought to ask his name when he was here.
Christ, guys, come up. Well, that makes scrying on him a lot difficult.
So, taking what was described, I will try to sketch him out at least, what features we have got. Try to put a rough picture together.
Okay, so roll me a performance. I think sleight of hand. I think it might be.
I'd prefer performance.
I'm sure you
I think
would.
it's more for like sneakily stealing or something.
I've only got a plus.
Sleight of hand is dexterity. I'm just trying to see if there is a better matchup for sketch.
I mean,
Why not?
performance does all the arty stuff, right? Like
A
singing,
multiple
dancing.
stage check, multiple checks. Final pass.
Performance, athletics, and
I
sleight
will
of
give
hand.
you. I will give you the performance. You are performing your artistic talents to see how well you can recreate this
Yeah.
face from description.
Oh my god, plus 12? I saw the
That is art.
19. Jesus.
Based on the
The
description,
drawing.
Jasper holds up the picture to you, and it does look quite similar to the individual you saw.
I even got the shading right for the hidden parts of his face.
Hezekiah sulkily admits, okay, you are quite good at this drawing stuff.
Thank you, Hezekiah. I appreciate your admiration.
Yes, a bit better than I could have done, even though I had succeeded. Nonetheless, Lachlan, does this help you at all, Scrum?
Well, yeah, if I know what it looks like, it helps. But did he have any particular items? You know, something that's like only he would have as well?
Items. Aside from the potion he sold us, I don't recall any possessions he had.
Did he have multiple of these potions, perhaps?
I wouldn't. I don't think
You-
he revealed. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You can recall that he had a staff which had a lantern on the end of it.
Oh yeah. Okay, I described the. I mean, I don't know if I gave the description of the lantern. Did Jasper draw it with the lantern?
He's done it.
Anything that you described would have been put into the picture as well, I would say.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's just if I want to try, locate him, per se. We could.
If you look closer at the page, you'll see a little stick figure with words above it saying Romok and an arrow pointing to him saying idiot.
Yes, most accurate. This will help me scry harder. You done pissing, Romo? Might be a poo.
Might be muted
Yeah, you
again.
see he's moved behind a bush now, and he's hunkered down a bit.
Tears in his
grunt.
eyes and stuff.
Yeah, tries to force it out. Poor diet has led into this moment.
He's had a dodgy kebab here.
It's just falling
Was
out.
it?
What was in that bowl?
Was it Pepsi-Bismol?
Yeah, it was pink.
It's like when you've had one too many monsters and your pee is just fluorescent. Like, what's that?
That is actually what your
All
yeah
red.
your pee has come out looking like that, Romo.
It's what is it? Is it role models when they've got like green energy drink?
Oh, yeah.
Also, Romak, they just did a little examination of you while you were gone, and Locke
Great.
noticed there's a little extra colour in your eyes. There's a little glimmer of bright pink in your eyes now.
Okay. Cool.
This goes
So-
so much.
Well, picked up. So there's a description of the. I can't remember. I thought I'd asked the elf's name, but I don't know whether he gave it.
Oh,
You just see, I don't have it written down. So
If
maybe-
you've got it written down, I can tell you if it's correct.
Could also have been
I
lying.
just said, no, I don't think. I think I was focusing on the scene. I've just got Romag is approached by a mysterious older elf wanderer who offers a pink vial promising life-changing effects at a high price.
I also don't have the name, by the way.
No, I don't have a name. Maybe I didn't.
I mean, what about
So where are we
Keck
up
and all
to?
this?
Sorry, I've missed a bit putting little one to bed.
So obviously these guys are
So
going
doing
on to this,
a witness sketch. I think I'll just
yeah.
try and contribute as much as I can, and just there's not a lot to go on, and just kind of try and convey to the group here was somebody who was promising riches and life changing, and maybe I'm an idiot, but he sounded.
Oh, you definitely an idiot. I got it right
Yeah.
here at the bottom.
He's not the smartest cookie in the batch.
Let's
But
be
Honestly,
honest.
who takes
Yeah.
drugs from someone you don't know? You need a regular dealer for that.
Yeah, but how do you get a regular dealer unless you try from someone you don't know?
Word of mouth. I wouldn't just accept it as someone walking past. I'd find someone who knows the person first.
Yeah, true. You need someone to vouch for them.
I mean, like these guys going down the sketch room, what they can see is Keck get any kind of like sense or shift from him because obviously both religion based and any kind of spirituality changes.
Woody's on mute.
Sorry, I wasn't sure that was a question for me there. What was your question again? Sorry.
So obviously those guys have gone down what they can see and what the sketch route, but what does Keck kind of feel? Because obviously both having that rooting into faith and things, is there any kind of vibe you feel from that? Any kind of change to his aura?
Roll a religion. Roll a religion for me.
Oh, one thing is, Romak, you did like a divine sense of the guy. Did you communicate to Feld?
There's nothing new about him, so I remember I did do a divine sense. There was the same fiendish presence detected that has been following us for the last however long. I don't recall there being anything different. And
But
there
it's the
wasn't anything
same
that kind of
fiendish presence. That's intriguing. I mean, that's
there was
No.
nothing that was resonating from this elven figure, if I'm remembering that right.
Your religion check. You don't get any sense that there is a religious aspect to this. What you've heard.
Okay.
Can I do another divine sense now, but focusing more on myself, my sense, my aura?
Yeah.
Divine sense.
You do another check, and you get the same feelings as you had before. There doesn't seem to be anything different about you. You don't seem to have been corrupted or anything
Yep.
like that. If that's what you're worried about, it's very much on par with what you've been experiencing
Mhm.
in general with your divine sense.
Sure. I think.
And you do feel that that fiendish presence is there still.
Okay.
I mean,
I
Robok,
think
everyone's
there
right.
is-
We're very silly for drinking that potion. You never taught not to take things from strangers, or at least not so willingly.
Of course. But I've been lost for some time now.
Lost or
Nowhere
not, we've
really.
just experienced something that could walk around as other elves and literally dropped Lachlan from a great height. I mean, I don't know if I'd be taking potions from strange elves, especially.
Yeah, remember one of our people that we're hunting or engaged with, they can take over people, remember? So that could always be every person from now on could be one of them.
Yes, being wary is definitely to our advantage now.
Well, Romok, you seem fine to me, mate. Do you feel any different?
Made the choice not out of stupidity, but I simply chose to. Nobody forced that vial into my hand. Nobody tricked me. I don't think.
People
I just-
often don't realise when they're being stupid.
He's taking your money. I think you've been tricked, mate. You've been
There were maybe mistakes made, but I think you're being a bit harsh on Romak. He was in a dark place, and in desperation, he sought a
Listen,
different understanding of.
No, you in a dark place. Look, I get that, but you gave him money, right? You gave him your money. Surely you can see
yes,
a
I gave him money.
Well-
Opportunity doesn't always arrive safely.
Remember
And
where we've
at
come from. We wouldn't have. You wouldn't have let that money go. You know, a month ago. You know, it's only now we've come into some money that you're able to do that. Think of old Romok. Would he have spent 100 quid on something?
I am not the man I once was.
I don't know.
Look
I'd
at
argue you're
Jasper.
just.
Jasper trusted a deck of cards. I trusted my instincts on this. None of us knew what would happen.
I was literally dying.
I feel like the
There
two of you
are-
are being a bit too hard on Romak. We should let him
There are
recover
many
from
deaths.
this
There
encounter.
are many forms of death, and many forms of a slow death. I've been slowly dying. My faith, my
I'll speed that up for you if you really want. Next time. Quite happy to stab you.
Or
with
Right.
with the mention of Jasper, kind of threatening, or offering, depending on your perspective, to stab him. Does that trigger anything in Romok's memory of what he's endured the night before? We lost Woody again. Oh, Woody's muted.
He's on mute.
Sorry. Roll an insight once again for me.
13.
You get a very small flash of something, but it's not anything solid and tangible. Slight twitch to your eye, maybe.
Sure.
Uh-oh, Romok's having an aneurysm.
I don't think he's angry. I think he literally he just went with his instincts. He saw an opportunity, and for a long time, what you need to remember, every decision was made through and for Shantae, and that led him nowhere. He's been manipulated. He's been charmed. He's been taken advantage of. I think he's leaning into taking decisions himself. Yeah, it cost him monetary value, and he's lost some financial gain. But I think he's made a decision, and he's, as much as he has been recklessly throwing himself into battle, that recklessness has died down. And actually, in this moment, he made a decision that was solely, purely his own. And it wasn't because he was following a god, or even that he was following the will of the party, or the leaning of the party. It was simply the first decision in a long time that Romok has made, just in and of himself, taking full consequences for that. Not necessarily that he believed it was good or wise or smart, just because at that moment in time he trusted his instincts and just followed with what he believed was right, with the caveat that obviously Romok is susceptible to manipulation. He hasn't necessarily changed that, but in the moment the decision was led by, this is my decision. And there's not that reckless abandon of, sod it, this might kill me and let's go die. Just that sense of, I'm choosing something here.
Is
And let's be
Romok
honest,
sharing that, or is that
he's certainly not the only character who has gambled. Yeah, I think I'm sort of speaking as Rob, but I think some of these principles I think Romok will try and articulate and say in his way. Assuming.
me no understand?
Me stupid. Me drink bile.
Me drink potion.
pink liquid. Me drink Pepto. Me have upset stomach.
Diarrhea.
But I think
Um,
he's changing. Romok has been changing for some time. And like I say, I don't think Romok is the only person who has risked things. Every one of the party has risked death. Twin walked into the 100. Like, you held that rod while meteors fell around you.
Yeah, for
So that tells the truth of the deck.
a good bloody reason. I don't know if those two are the same, can be exactly compared, but look, Romok, we're here for you, mate, alright? And, like, next time some random stranger comes up to talk to us first, please, right? Like, I know we give you shit, but we're your friends at the end of the day, right? We're through thick and thin. We've almost died together countless times. I can count it on my. I've not got enough fingers to count how many times we've almost died together, right? I'm gonna have to start using my toes. Just talk to us, man.
Romok's
Just
love to
talk
get
to
those
us.
out.
I know you'd want that.
Look, Romok, you've taken it now. Yes, it was stupid. Yes, already right. All we can do now is just watch you and hope you don't keel over on us.
He
So,
looks
Was it
fine.
dangerous to trust a random stranger? Yes, probably. Was it foolish? Yes, you've made that point. But I didn't do it because I wasn't thinking.
Yes,
I
I get
I'm not
it.
saying you
Right.
weren't thinking. I'm just saying your thoughts weren't necessarily smart thoughts. But
Look,
we're not going to dwell on this. But
this is just someone trying to
we've
get
got somewhere to
some
get now.
money. Right? It doesn't matter. Right? You've had your fun.
We've
Now
got somewhere we've got to get now. Let's get the Griffin first, finish our trip, and let's just keep an eye on him.
Here's
Watch
a
and make
question:
sure that he is safe.
will the griffins fly in rain? Or will it be a bit hazardous?
well.
What?
And is the vial still around on the floor? Did you say?
Yeah, we've got
As
it.
a class, right?
Hey, look.
You
Whatever
can-
was in that, I don't know the full effects, and I don't know if I will know the full effects yet. But it seems I'm still alive.
You're
And if-
fine, mate.
The worst thing I did this. How long has it been since a battle in Vale? It's been not even been a week, has it?
No, it's a couple of
No.
days.
Okay. If the worst thing I did in this week was drink a vial of pink liquid from an old elf, I'd say we're coming up trumps.
No, it turned
Focusing
out
on
to
the
be
elf a
poison.
bit much.
If I keel over in the next hour, or the next day, or next week, then you have every right to say I told you so. Please, someone bring me back.
You'll be fine, mate. Honestly, you're all right. I don't think you got to worry about that. Like I said, this was just I've seen it 1,000 times. All right, this is someone, I can cure everything. I've got a cure all for everything. All right, give me how much we got? Oh, 200 gold. Yeah, there you go. Fix that.
I believe you, Locke. I've had my fair share of snake oil salesmen.
Exactly.
Whatever the
That's all it
equivalent is
is.
in D&D
Right?
world.
You've probably just drunk some, I don't know, chamomile water or something. I wouldn't think about that personally again.
I mean, did you not learn from my mistake of trusting this? I guess you're all about being told this would take me where I needed to go. Even I've realised not to trust these people anymore.
I mean, the world's full of nasty people who will trick you just to get, a step up in life, all right? So, it happens. Let's just carry on our way and get there before we lose too much light. We've got a long flight ahead.
Honestly, I don't know what happened either. With the kind of muscle aches as well. I think I don't feel stronger. I don't feel wiser. Honestly, I don't remember anything, which is probably the most frustrating thing about it. I wanted something. I don't know. Power, answers, peace, chance, and opportunity. Perhaps I've been duped. Who knows? For the first time in a long time, I made a choice that was solely my own.
So I think Keck's going to give you his Orb of Direction snowball globe, and kind of as he hands it to you, saying, "This has always helped remind me to kind of think, second guess what people are saying. Maybe you should hold on to it for now, and just in case someone like this comes along again, and it might be that little thing that makes you think. Not saying not to do the thing, but to speak to one of us first."
Of course. And Romont kind of looks at every one of you, and I suppose in the midst of this, what I did was stupid and I feel got at, I think he'll recognise the kind of looks of concern and almost feel a little bit of, oh shit, I've let you down. We are a team. And maybe this desire to find myself has actually made me forget about, or not forget, but just not emphasize the impact of those around me. And we are a team, and we are friends, and we are close. Borderline family by this point. And I think I'll take the snow globe you said it was?
Yeah, it's sold as the Orb of Direction, which actually is a snow globe. It does nothing.
Okay. I think I'll take the orb with a mark of thanks. Hey. Okay. I'm my own man. You have a point. I'm not an island.
I think we've covered this chapter, and are we ready to fly, or is the rain kind of really stopping us?
One way to find out, I suppose.
You look over at the griffins, and they look like they are awake and alert, and they. Well, give me a nature check. anyone who wants to take notice of the griffins. So you don't really get anything from it, Hezekiah. Well, okay. So Keck, Romok, well, everyone else. You notice that the griffins look like they are good, but they may very well be hungry by the look of it.
Oh yes, right. Give them food. Give them their food. We had some stuff for them. I remember some delicious food.
Fish, yeah.
No, not the fish. We promised them fish, right?
We're giving some
Did
of
we
the
give them the rest of the fish last night, or did we save it?
Oh wait, I thought we were getting them fresh fish.
No,
Did we get
Jasper
them?
had
Yeah, but
some. I think.
we brought some with us, but then we said we're getting fresh when we get to the coast, didn't we?
I see. Okay, right. Yeah. Let's give them that then.
I brought 2 boxes, so there was 16 fish in total, I think.
Yeah.
We gave them one before we flew. I don't know if we gave them last night before we sat down.
Well, I think we gave them like the food and water keck special.
Okay.
Yeah, leftovers from the last one.
Okay, so yeah, we've still got the fish, then we can give them as a start. Wasn't Hezekiah going to go hunting for deer, which is why he was out flying and whatnot.
Oh yeah, he did as well, right?
Did catch a deer last night. That's correct.
Just give them some meat and then get moving.
So you portion out some of the freshly killed deer meat to the griffins, and they seem to happily and readily eat it all up. Everything that is offered to them is snatched up and just gobbled down pretty much straight away. After they've eaten, the griffins look very happy and look like they are ready to go.
Cool. Let's go.
I'm going to be AFK for a few minutes. What do you want related to the griffins and taking off or flying?
Sorry, you broke up for a second there. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. I'm going to be AFK for like 5 to 10 minutes for a bit after this. Do you want any roll for first?
No, you're okay on rolls.
Okay.
I think everyone is going to be good for rolls right now for the griffins. There's no issues regarding the griffins taking flight again. They are happy to fly in the rain. So if you're now all ready to go,
Yeah,
you
let's
start.
go.
You start to mount up on your griffins once more. Rumok, can you give me an animal handling check, please?
Yeah.
Because as you go to your griffin seems to be a little bit more hesitant of you all of a sudden. As if it can pick up a change in you.
Okay. 14.
14. So you put out your hand to comfort the griffin and reassure them that everything is okay. The griffin accepts your gesture and allows you back on without any incident.
Okay.
You now all are mounted up once again. You're ready to go, and you kick off, and the griffins take to the sky, and you watch as the land falls away below you, and once again you can see the landscape spreading out under your feet. You can see off to the west, the vast forest stretching out all the way across before you lose sight of the end of it. You can't see where the forest is ending. It just goes on and on. And as you start, which way are you flying now, by the way?
Are we still heading towards Palin?
Well, I
More
mean,
towards
we're not
Western Hay, the
top
boats
there,
ones.
so yeah, just boats. Not really much
Okay,
point
so you're
back
going straight.
into-
As you continue to fly, you do notice off to the left. You can see what would be Palin on your map. So you see, as you pass overhead, you see the small village below. It looks like it's only a handful of buildings. Smoke's rising out of the chimneys lazily, and you even see like a few heads of people moving through the surrounding fields around the village, seeming like people are starting to move out for the day and start working the land. You can see beyond that, further on, the edges of a coastline leading out to what would be Devon Bay, and you start to make your way down south. After many hours pass, you are hugging the coastline now. You can see that the storm, or not a storm, the rain, well, let's call it a rainstorm. Rainstorm hasn't eased up and it's just continuing. As you're moving into the coast, you can see in this bay, the waters are unsettled and it's very aggressive sort of waves sort of splashing against the shoreline. You can see great sprays as the water crashes on rocks, and you continue. Make your way over the Silverwoods. Looking down, you can see a vast forest. Obviously, not as vast as the forest you've just left, but the trees here are more silver in colour. They seem to be white wood trees. These silvery leaves just glistening below your feet as you're flying high above. You make your way over larger open areas before starting to see on the horizon the peaks of a large port town approaching. You see as you come in very colourful is the first thing you notice. It's not just one colour you're seeing, it's hundreds. The city seems to, as it appears in front of you, just explode from the shoreline in this sort of vibrant splashes of colours and crimsons, turquoise, emeralds, violets, brilliant whites. As you're now moving in close and you start to circle above, you notice below you whole streets seem just to be painted in these streaks of colour, painted walls that just shout out this mess of multicolours. It's not just one colour on these buildings, they seem to be sprayed with all sorts of colours. No two buildings seem to be alike. As you move down, you notice there doesn't seem to be any sort of flying mount stabling easily or readily available. You put yourself down on the edge of the town, and there isn't really any great walls or anything around this. It is just the start of buildings moving in. You can see as soon as you get there, there's like this large entrance archway at leading off the road straight into this main street. And the archway itself is not made of wood, not made of stone, but it seems to be made of bone. These very, very huge, giant bones, which sort of arc up and join at the middle. But even these look to be splashed with colour. Down the streets inside, you look down, you see people walking back and forward down the roads. You see children playing. And as you look in, you see more bones. You see everywhere there's these gigantic, sort of almost structures of bones, and sort of it's like rib bones of a large beast. And they sort of lined up down the street, giving almost like a what's the word for it? It's basically like an archway of bones leading in. And you can see colours on them. You can see lanterns strung across. You can see strips of cloth flapping in the wind, just strung up against these bones. And these bones are built into the structure of the buildings themselves as well. And you can see everything is sort of intertwined and works together with this structure. It's a very
What
vibrant,
kind of bones?
very active.
The bones look like they belong to humans, creatures, elves, like, you know.
The
figures,
size
or
of
are
these
they
bones.
animalistic?
The size of these bones is huge. So they're definitely not, human, dwarf, elf, anything like that. They are very large, very, very large bones. Similar to, I don't know if anyone's ever seen like whale bones. They're like whale bones, but possibly even bigger.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
towns
there's
just
a
get
there's a
more
lovely
and more
whalebone
curious.
arch in Whitby.
Smells like home.
But you do realise there's not anywhere for you to leave your griffins. It seems quite open out here. There's a few trees here and there, but nothing concentrated. And
Can I like try and catch the other's eye and like point towards like the edge of town somewhere? Like maybe somewhere with like you said, like just the odd tree or something that we can like maybe rest.
yeah, you see, there's a small little copse of trees just off the road, a little bit further out.
Yeah, we'll try and head there then.
Now there are fields around the port as well, so there's a network of fields all around you.
Is there
Yeah,
livestock
it's
in the fields?
in these fields there would be some which have got some livestock. Yes, it looks like a lot of the fields is crops growing as well.
I'll try and avoid any
But there
livestock.
there's definitely areas where you've got livestock as well.
We've got them just nabbing one sheep or something.
As we get over to wherever we're going, I'll just turn around and be like, what are we going to do with the griffins? I don't think we'll be able to take them through town with us. People might get a
Well, we
bit
certainly can't
antsy.
land them here, can we?
Not without someone to watch them.
Well, once we go and buy the boat, then we can land them on the boat, right? That's the plan. So,
What do you want to do? Do you want to land here and then a few of us go into town to try and buy the boat, and then
Twin Edge can stay here, right?
I hear no objections.
you just hear a little meow. Wonderful, sir. Are you all right with all of them? We'll leave you some of the meat that's left over from the. If you can feed them while we're gone.
Bowl of milk as well.
Twin seems to accept your proposal, and he is ready to to take on the challenge of looking after these animals.
Don't lose any though, Twin. We wouldn't be happy if you do.
Please, next session when he comes back, he has to do like 5 animal handling to see how well he did. Just don't tell him what they're for.
Hicked and headbutted repeatedly. Gonna start the session on half HP.
Comes back and he's on 1 health. Like, what happened?
So you know how you could you dual wield swords, right? Well, you've got a problem. One of the griffins took your arm. So the town.
So
Sounds like a plan then.
Let's go.
Look, I'm trusting in your expertise here for the what makes a good ship.
Oh, of course. What? I will say I was more on the crew management side. But if we can find a good, carpenter and such, perhaps we can use their expertise.
I'm sure you know what makes a vessel at least seaworthy.
Crew-wise, yep.
Okay, at least you know with stuff.
That wasn't exactly my job.
You never had a hand in the actual boat itself and maintenance.
No. You don't even know how I became on a boat.
I'm sure it's a fascinating story that you've told me once before and I didn't pay attention to.
Well,
Something about slavery and
yes,
whatnot.
that's correct. But
You were in chains, Locke.
Did you
yes.
not
Something
pick up
like that.
skills on your way though?
Not really. Like, if it's got no holes in it, it'll float, right? But no, I just manage people, not actually the boat. But I know probably more than you land folk, I guess.
They hear Cat kind of speak with. I've been on a boat once.
Have you? When?
That's how I came to Greyhaven. I took the boat from Saramorg round to start my pilgrimage from that side.
Oh, excellent.
The last time I saw Romock on a normal boat, he almost fell in the water.
Water is not my area of preference, as well you know.
Well,
How
we'll
big a
get,
ship are we looking at?
quite large, especially if we want to house 6 griffins on here.
Well, in the business of pushing ourselves, as it seems we are.
Well, if we're talking crew-wise, we'll probably need minimum 20, unless we're all willing to get hands-on.
Many hands make light work. Isn't that how the saying goes? But no, I mean, if I were the man who left, I forgot my hometown, Saddle. If I was still the man who left Saddle all those years ago, then yes, water would be more of a prevention to me. But just as I explained before, as I have grown, we have grown.
Maybe you need to
Let me see the ship.
drink more potions. You're willing to go on water.
Pretty sure, yeah, I think we discussed this last time. Romock now has a ring of water breathing to, I think we said, kind of above table, would probably remove a lot of his fear of water.
Yeah, and I can give everyone water
Didn't
breathing.
you have that right back when we were casing that warehouse that's where you went on the boat last time?
Been a long time, I think he's had that.
Yeah.
But,
you and
I mean,
you and I are travelling across that little rowboat across the harbour in the dark.
yeah, I remember.
Well, Woody, what time of day is it?
So I would say you're you were probably in the air flying for about 3 or 4 hours, so it's moving towards midday.
Okay, so we've still got time to find something. All right, well, let's not dilly dally. Head straight to the waterside and the quay, and
Oh,
see
I
if
thought it
there's
was pronounced key.
yeah.
Technically, you can pronounce it both ways.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
acceptable in both
try
ways.
telling that to the residents of Hull. We have a key. We would refer to it Prince's Key, but I'd say more than half the population still refer to it as Prince's Quay.
Mm.
It
I've always said key.
is the thing of great debate.
A place called Quayside. So it's always been key to me.
Well, I mean, I don't know about these places, but Greyhaven, we call it a quay.
Why? Like maybe those years of servitude just bugged your brain a little bit.
Well, I
Or
did
maybe
have
it'll like drop on your
a
head.
very big fall. Yeah. Right. Let's go buy a boat, shall we? How much money do we have between us?
A lot.
It's for-
Let's see. Inventory. I have 128 platinum, 110 gold. So wait, so that's 1280 gold plus 110 gold, so 90 gold.
Nope.
And some silver.
Your
I've got-
mic has gone
I've got
crazy. You're breaking up like mad.
2,700 gold
Mine, you're saying?
pieces.
Was it my mic you were having a problem with?
Yeah, it was going mad.
Oh, let me just reconnect.
I've got 2,700 worth of gold on me.
Well,
At
a
the moment.
galley's around 30,000 according
Okay,
to Plate's handbooks.
am I coming in any better?
Yes, that's good.
Okay. Were we summing up how much money we had?
Yeah, we might need to sell some stuff. I'll be honest. It might come up a bit short. Well, why don't we find out how much they are first? Maybe that we can do something for them. Maybe they need their house painted or something, and that'll be worth 30.
Maybe we'll have to get it without the crew.
About how much do we need and how much do we have?
Well, I guess I'd have a know of like how
Boat
much.
prices?
Yeah, not necessarily like buying, but like how
Mhm.
essential they are. in
What's
this
a good
world.
ship worth?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, you know that they can range anywhere from sort of 600 gold to thousands of gold, depending on what you want and where you want to go.
to rent or buy?
To hire a vessel. To buy
Yeah.
buy a vessel, you'd know like a small ship would probably be maybe about 4,000 gold.
Right.
A medium sized ship 8 to 12,000, and like a merchant's vessel probably looking 10,000 plus.
Okay,
And that's not including wages for crew and supplies and stuff.
Okay, there's what, 6 of us, and if we've all got still around 2,000 odd.
No.
No.
36, but that's about it.
I do have some good
Sorry,
I can sell though.
how much money do we have again? I thought I had a 128 platinum, which is that's 30. Well, plus my gold, that's 1,390 gold. Do you guys have something similar?
Why don't we just put our number of gold in? There we go. We can do some maths then.
Yeah. Sorry, do you say we should all put our numbers in?
It's probably the
Okay.
best bet rather than.
In Discord.
Oh, in Discord, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think we might need to sell some stuff, but unless we find a willing captain. Why did you screenshot it, mate? That was just a
Okay,
flag.
so
of it.
for you, that's
It was.
1330 plus 1390, which is 2720, I think. Yeah.
We've
So
also
that's a
still
good
got,
amount. Just
still
putting
got
Maddie
Rob
and me together.
and also Twin.
2720. That's 4110
We-
with me and Maddie. 4110 plus 360. That's 4470. And then plus Mike, that's 4470, 5004 gold. So that you got 5004 so far. If Twin and Roma come in kind of good, that we're looking pretty
Yeah,
decent,
but that
I'd
is
say.
obviously everything we're worth if we need to hire a crew,
Yeah.
Romok's poor. He's always poor. He's just giving his money away for some drugs.
This is true.
What
Apparently,
about
it's not
Twin? Did he? Hey, if Twin has like anything similar in platinum. Oh, okay. Romak is 1270. What did I say? 5004. So now we are at 6274 with Romak. If Twin has anything, can anyone see Twin's page?
Yeah. Twin has 1438.
Okay. Twin has just 1438, and so with
eight,
Romak we're at
right?
6274 plus 1238. You said 7542.
Right, 7.5.
So 7642.
But we can also sell some stuff.
Yeah, that too.
Right. Well, I mean, it's good to know a ballpark, right? I feel like it's good to know what you've got before you go in. There's no point walking
Definitely.
into it.
So, Locke, what's the likelihood that I'm going to have to try and wiggle a deal out of these guys?
Well, I think we just assess our options because, right, if there's no good ships within our price range plus crew and all that, then we might have to try and seek out a captain who's willing to take us. They're going to have to be some crazy captain if they're wanting to go there. Also, have our griffins on board. You know, it's going to be interesting, I'll say. But yeah, you'll probably be the best person to talk. You know.
So let's get this. How big a ship do you think we'd need for the Griffins and ourselves, and a crew to pilot us? I guess is the word.
You know, probably at least 2 sails. That's what we're talking.
Is that the technical term?
No, but there's no. I'm telling you that so you don't walk up to a ship with 1 sail and waste our time. You know what I mean? If I told you the ship's name, you wouldn't know, would you?
Ask someone. Let's head down there and see if we can find somewhere to point us to
So
some boats for sale.
there'd be
That's our
there'd be
plan.
a sloop which is a small ship, a brigantine which is a larger ship, which is multiple sails, as you're saying, and then a merchant vessel, which is bigger still.
What about ship of the line? How much would one of them go for?
Sure, that's what we're going for. Like we're not hoping for naval battle, right?
Well, you never know. We go to this island and there
How
might just
about
be like thousands of creatures on it. Just give them a little bombardment.
how about we get like a sloop to put the Griffins on and one person to pilot it, and then get just
No,
like
we're not
little
getting-
dinghies
We're not getting too
roped to the
shit.
back for everyone to sit in. We get them like a little raft to sit on, right to the back by rope.
So your knowledge, Locke, you would know that a sloop would be way too small.
Yeah.
A
Right, let's,
brigantine is probably the closest you would get to being just passable, but it'd still probably be difficult with griffins as well.
Yeah. Well,
Let's go see if we can find an area where they have the boats for sale at least, and start there. See what's what.
yeah, I think we're probably leaning towards finding a captain, to be honest, unfortunately.
Let's
Sad.
have a look. It won't hurt to look, will it?
No, of course, but I'm disappointed. I thought,
I thought you guys had more money.
well, I've got mine in stocks, magic stock, like this Thunderblast. I could sell.
I prefer liquid assets.
The blunderbuss definitely seems like it might fetch a price. It seems rather exotic and all that, and a bit dangerous to use, but maybe we can avoid mentioning that to whomever we're trying to sell it to.
Exactly.
So
So you start
first
to
up,
make your way
we
into
head down.
the town itself, leaving Twin behind to man and look after the griffins. And you
Right.
just start to walk in. You go through, and you, like I said, you see these lines of very interesting looking buildings, and everyone seems to be adorned with some kind of bone decoration. The buildings themselves are splattered. It's not like they've been painted with brushes. It looks like they've been splattered with paint. And as you go past these sort of very large rib bones on the sides, you can see that pretty much every single one of them looks like it's been carved. And you can see these very intricate etchings in them of all different kinds of things. Some of them are just completely decorative. Some of them may be depicting people or events, battles. But they seem to be very sort of smooth and shiny, as if they're quite old and they've gone through time. A lot of people touching them and just softening them out, smoothing them down with their hands. They keep being touched again and again over the years. But you make your way down, go down towards the docks and the harbour, and you just see, same as you would have seen from the air, you see a large harbour area with piers stretching out and ships all over the place. Oh, a little looking
walk
around.
up to someone.
Can I seek the harbour master?
Okay,
A
I
little
want
looking
to
around.
find someone that can tell us where the ones for sale are.
So you're looking for what, sorry?
I'm just someone that can tell us where the ships that are for sale are, as opposed
Okay.
to the ones we could.
So as you lot start heading towards where you can see a harbour master's shack would be, harbour master's building, Jasper, you grab hold of a passing fisherman and you ask them where you can find ships. And you see he's a very sort of weather-beaten man. Looks to be human, male, probably in his 40s or 50s. And he's got just massively heavy. He looks older than he is, actually. He's probably in his 40s or 50s, but he looks sort of 60, 70. You know, this leathery, tanned skin and heavy wrinkles in his forehead and around his eyes and his mouth. He's got a pipe sticking out his mouth. He's, yeah. Just head yourself down there, and I'm sure you'll find yourself someone. And he points off towards where the harbour is in general and the harbour master's office. The same place which Locke is currently leading you towards.
Yeah, I will follow Locke. I lead the way, sir.
So you continue on, and you get yourself to the door of the harbour masters, which is slightly ajar. And as soon as you get there, you can just smell this thick smoke just coming out, this thick pipe smoke. And you can hear just cursing from within.
I'll just knock twice. Knock, knock.
Yar! Who that? 1 second. And you just hear crashing and banging as if something's just being pushed out of the way of someone. And then the door opens up and you see this very round, heavy-set man, with a great big cigar hanging out of his mouth. He's got an eye patch on, and half of his hair is missing on one side. And he just looks at you. He's got a ring of rope across his slung across his chest as well, over his shoulder. Yeah. What do you need?
Right, good day, sir. We're after purchasing a boat.
Well, lucky you come to the right place then. What kind of ship you after? And where are you going?
Deep ocean.
The ocean, okay, yeah.
Big, 2 sails, sturdy, armed.
Right. Armed. Ah, okay.
I fitted for but you know what it's like out there, it can be a bit dangerous.
I got you. Are you expecting trouble where you're going?
Hopefully not, but best to be prepared.
Right, so how long are you going to be out there for, would you say? You going out for less than a week, more than a week, month?
Ooh. I'll just kind of look around to the group and try and get some help.
Now, being a sailor, you've got, from where you are right now, it's probably about 270 odd miles towards the island. And in your head, you know that sort of 4 or 5 knots a day will get you there in 2.5, 3 days. And that's on like a smaller ship. The bigger ships you go, the quicker they can go. So you might be anywhere between 3 days and, depending how big a ship you get, could be down to 1.5 day.
Say a week, right? Just to be a week's worth, maybe.
Week's worth. Okay, if it's going to be that, I'd say, let me see here. I would say you'd probably be looking about 4,000 gold. That's going to get you a week. That's 3.5 days out to sea, 3.5 back.
Well, I mean,
plus the crew.
that's
You got
crew
the crew there.
included. Yeah. Wow.
Crew's included. You got crew
What's
of
the name of
say,
this here ship?
well, we got a few here at the moment, depending on who your captain ends up being.
Well,
So
yes. They might not
I can
want
give
to
you the rough idea. This is the standard pricing you'll be looking at. But captains might differ in prices depending on what exactly you get up to. So, and how good of a day they'll be having. So I can give you a list of a few captains here. We've got, let's see, a bigger ship, do you say? Orange, it has to be. We got Captain Gurnan. We got Captain Filson. And also Captain Bilwin.
Hey, tell me about that one.
Bilwin, she be captaining a mighty ship over there, and he points out to the harbour, and you can see it's quite a nice looking, larger ship. It's got multiple sails. It looks definitely like it would be big enough to carry you griffins. You can see there are cannons loaded on the side there.
Do any of these captains have
She,
an aversion to animals?
well, that's a question for the captain.
Right,
I don't know myself, but Bilwin, she captains the Storm.
Storm.
The Storm, yeah, that ship there. See the one
Any
on the nice blue side.
any history with that ship? Anything wrong with it or its crew?
No, nothing wrong that I know of. Nothing's been reported back on that. It's done many runs, many people it's looked after, and it has put use to its cannons a few times, I can tell you that. But as you can see, it's safe and sound back here right now. And don't she look pretty?
Like, she's a fine ship.
Is there any ship in particular that appears to pick up more and more crew whenever it comes back? Because I'd rather avoid any ship that definitely can't handle itself.
A ship that has to keep coming back for more crew, you say? Well,
We want to
sailors,
avoid
they
anyone
do
that
tend to. Sailors, they like to sometimes not stick around, and they like to just go on to whatever is available for them. Although that ship there, the Storm's done very well, keeping its sailors in stow. Captain Filson, she's got a mighty fine crew as well, but I think they have changed a few times. Gurnham, yeah, they've gone through a few crews, but it seems about normal, to be honest with you. Yeah, nothing seems out of usual.
Right, well, we'll go speak to them, shall we? I think, and then obviously
Yeah.
I'll make sure you get your ends as well.
Indeed, well, I'll come back to me. Don't you worry.
Yep.
If you make your way over there, I'll let her know you're on the way.
Right, thank you.
He steps back into there, and you hear another bunch of banging, and a little side hatch opens up, and a bird just shoots over your heads. Looks to be a very colourful bird, parrot, and it goes straight towards the ship and lands.
Folks, it looks like we're hiring a crew and a boat. Well, we don't have to agree to anything, of course, and they might not agree to us. They might say, "Where is it we're going again? What's the name of this island?"
Let's try and get the price down a little bit. I mean, we can always
Yes.
offer a
Bollock.
favour.
The name of the island is
Like Bollock or Balak.
Balak. Yes, Balak Island, just off of Greyhaven's coast.
Perhaps we can, there will be wares there for them. This is an unexplored territory. This could be a great haul. A great.
Let's be sure to dress it up a bit for them, make it a rather enticing proposition.
Well, I mean, in my dealings with sailors, sometimes it's best to just be straight and direct with them. To be honest, like by the sound of things, this crew's probably going to have the pick and choice of the work. Obviously, we can sweet talk them, which Jasper, I'm sure you will do anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's conversational. We don't start with money. You know, that's a finality at the end. You know, get to know them, they'll get to know us. We offer them what we can, they offer us what we can. If it's a good match, gosh. Shall we head over?
Yes, let's go see the captain of the storm first.
So you make your way down the docks along the pier, and you make your way to the ship, the Storm, a larger blue-sided ship, cannons sticking out. You can see there's several people who are on deck who seem to be tightening up ropes and working on cleaning up decking and just making sure everything is ship shape, as they say. And you can see the parrot, which flew from the harbour master's office over to the ship, is sat up on the rear of the ship by the wheel, and by the wheel stood a lady. It looks to be a human lady with a very large, wide, what's it called, tricorn hat, whatever it's called. One of those sailor's hats, very wide brimmed and deep blue colour. She's got long, flowing blue cloak on, and she looks like she's just finished talking to or listening to the parrot and looks over toward you. She makes her way down towards the gangplank.
What was the
And
island name again? Sorry, that we're trying to go to?
Balak.
Balak.
Look, yeah. Look,
Oh.
okay.
Hezekiah, you could be in charge of navigation.
I have some knowledge of the stars. I would have imagined you might be better at this, but if necessary, I can help.
Once again, wasn't my job.
Well, but you've been on the sea before. I have some
As,
knowledge of the stars, so we'll try to figure it out together.
as they're talking behind me, I sort of see the captain come down. I stick my hand up there. Hello up there. How you doing?
And you can see she comes to a stop before she gets to the end of the gangplank, and she just crosses her arms and looks down at you. And you can see she's sort of mid-30s, and she's quite an attractive lady, long flowing hair which is catching the wind. And she says, "You're looking to charter a ship. Well,
Yeah.
this is my ship. How does it look for you?"
The ship. This looks fine. It looks lovely as far as my knowledge of ships go, of course. Perhaps you can come down. We can have a conversation about the specifics and introduce each other to each other first.
"Oh, I'm quite all right here. But do tell me, how long do you intend to be at sea?"
Straight to business. I like it in a lady. Ooh, hopefully not long. Yeah, a week or so, if that's the return.
And what's your destination?
We want to go to a place called Balak Island. Have you heard of it?
You say that, and you notice a few of the sailors behind her have now paid attention and looking in your direction. She doesn't break her gaze from you. Balak Island. Are you sure that's where you want to go?
I'm positive. We have some business in the area.
Well, it seems my price just doubled.
Come on, it's only for that among friends, is there?
If you want to go to Balak Island, there certainly is. It's not a place one goes generally.
I'll just speak up. Right. Well, I mean, we're going there on on business, right? But
What business could you possibly have at Balak Island?
our business is our own. What we have need to visit, but that's not to say that there won't be spoils. And we have no need for many of these spoils. If we can arrange something.
I know of no spoils to come from that island, other than caskets of the dead.
Well,
We've been there before.
People don't generally go there.
But you know what
It
about
has itself a rather bad reputation. Maybe you're unfamiliar. People don't tend to either come back or they come back dead.
well, in truth, we need not you to actually go to the island itself. You know, merely just hug the coast and keep a distance. We intend on bringing griffins aboard if you have housing for them and flying to and from the
Griffins?
island. Yes,
How many griffins?
6.
6 griffins? You want to bring 6 griffins onto my boat?
Yes, unfortunately,
I
they can't
imagine you'll
make
be-
the journey themselves.
Well, then
Well-
there's a cost that you'll incur for repairs to the ship caused by the griffins themselves.
But what if there's no damage? Then we would not need the repair cost.
I'm sure we'll be able to find some damage that your griffins make. They're griffins.
I would also
It's
say
well trained.
if this Balak Island is as formidable as you say, I'm sure tales of the Storm and her crew surviving adventure there will mean all future business arrangements you have will probably fetch an even higher price. So it could be well within your worth to take on this risky yet really no risk to you at all this adventure.
So roll me a persuasion.
Yeah, Jasper. Do I have any?
Jasper can assist you and give you advantage.
Do I have anything from my background that helps? See.
You've got this like I whisper in his ear, and you can have bardic inspiration as well. That's an extra D8 with the advantage.
Anyone want any guidance to do this?
I'd love,
Yeah.
I'd love some guidance.
Yeah, throw D4 in there.
Thank you. Right. Wish me luck. Persuasion, advantage, and then a D4. I don't know if it came through. Probably not. We got 19 plus 3. 22.
Okay. She rocks back on her heels slightly, seemingly thinking. So say I take you. I will tell you this. We will not go within 5 miles of that island. You will get there yourself, should we get there. Your griffins will remain on deck in one area of the deck. You will pay in advance 4 damages to the ship, and you will pay our standard charter plus an additional amount for the danger of the journey. As I can tell already, my crew will not be keen to go in that direction. So we will charge you for 1 week, dangerous expedition, 2,000 gold. That's hazard pay for the crew, the repair of any damage and loss to the ship due to your cargo, and the fact that we're going to have to wait for you, it seems, for you to return.
In return, we shall. Can we negotiate a potential refund if there are no damages, though? Just in case.
Roll persuasion. Mm-hmm. If your beasts are very well mannered, I'm sure, should there be no damage to the ship itself, we can look at that.
Woody, can I eye some of the crew? I just want to see, like, what sort of, like,
Mhm.
are they well kept? Are they uniformed? Are they, like, brutish in nature? Do they have wounds? Like, I just want to get, like,
So,
a general feel of, like, whether, like,
mhm.
what sort of crew they are.
So give me an insight.
Oh,
Or no,
Oh.
a perception. Kind
that's
of
much.
pulls the same.
It's the same roll, but that's fine.
Yeah.
You've still got the. Did you use the bardic for your equation earlier?
Do you not have any advantage for your background?
I mean, I've got a feat which lets me read lips. And my passive perception goes up, so like general. I don't know why it's rolled, but
You don't have. What is it sailors get?
so my
Ship's
my pirate, I've got bad reputation, which means that people don't mess with me. But you know, that's kind of only if I mention that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So I mean, I could drop that in there.
You can. Right from where you are down on the pier. They are up in the ship. You can see a few of the crew which are looking down at you. You can't tell too much from them. They look like they're wearing standard sort of garb that a sailor might wear. And as for how well they look to be fed and so on, you can't tell really.
Do they look? You know, obviously I rolled lowish. Do they look personality? Like, do they look like they have personalities, or are they more of like a set sort of like just do what they're told sort of crew?
They look. Well, they were working on the ship when you arrived, so they look like they have the motivation to do the work on the ship. But that's about as much as you know.
Right.
So she looks at you, arms still crossed. What would you say? Is this your ship?
Bear with us 1 second quickly. Just have a quick huddle. Are we happy with that price?
I mean, it's 2,000. It's not bad.
I don't think we're going to get much better.
No,
And they'll wait for us to get back to the ship. That's a good thing, yeah?
Well, they said they would. Maybe ask her again, and you try and see if she's truthful. I've known many a rotten soul to drop you off on an island and run.
And Hezekiah, I trust you can keep the Griffins from tearing up the ship. We can maybe get some money back.
I would hope so. Imagine so.
Okay, right. Let's
Perhaps
let's do this then.
perhaps we can also say about helping out. Look at big old Romok over there and his big muscles. I'm sure he can do some heavy lifting on the ship. Carrying some gunpowder kegs and stuff. They're surely together.
Point me in their direction and put me to work.
Exactly. We've got useful skills that they can use.
Right. Let's go back to that then. To break the huddle. Right. And just to confirm, we have your word that you will not abandon us on the island. You will wait for us to return.
Or wait as long as you pay us to wait. At the moment, we have a charter down for a week. To get to Balak, well, to get near to Balak Island, you'll be looking at 2 days, 2 days back. That leaves us 3 days to wait. If you're not back in that time, then you'll have to pay more in advance. It depends how long you intend to stay.
I don't think we anticipate being there longer than 3 days. I'm sure the charter we currently have is long enough.
Well, as the 3rd day has finished, we will pull anchor and be returning back to port.
Say,
And that's with all of that too.
Pretty huddle again, but right,
hey, I want to ask her a
we're
question.
sure.
I want to ask her a
We're
question.
sure. Okay, go, Doctor.
You huddle, I'll talk to her. Say, Captain.
Yes.
You had many run-ins with pirates?
Unfortunately, if you run too close to the archipelago, then tend to run into a few, and we do make way over there on occasion.
Right, and you handle yourself all right? Or I know many trade vessels kind of just lower their sails and let what happens.
We have a fast ship and a line of cannons, and a capable crew. I can assure you, you'll be quite safe.
Well, it's not that I'm worried about. It's just that I've known many crews to just give up, shall we say, when the going gets tough. I just want to make sure you're
Oh, I
fine.
can assure you, I have no intention to ever lose my ship. And if that means abandoning you and your quest to save my ship, then I'm afraid I will.
And I'll say this: I understand that, and me and my group will do our best to keep this ship safe if needed.
We
Well,
also
we'll
have
keep our eye on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to my group. I'll waddle back to them. So, Jasper, what were you wanting to talk about?
Are we sure that we're only going to be a week? Because they want more money if not, and they won't wait past 3 days for us being on the island.
Well, I can always message them and just be like, "Look, I've got loads of gold,
Does anyone believe you? You don't have loads of gold. It's in your purse.
I can pay for a quarter of this trip."
Right. Let's 3 days on the island.
Look, I'd rather, obviously cut it short.
We'll have the Griffins too, so we can get out of there if need be.
Plus, also, we technically don't have to come back here.
We don't have any better options that way, do we?
No.
Right, I think we should do it.
I think others, if we're all in agreement, yes, but I dare not speak unless you guys are happy to say.
335-ish gold each.
Well, I mean that's disproportionate, right? Surely the one with the most should pay more.
What was the total price?
335 each.
335? Oh, 2,000. Okay. Let me look at how much we all have.
I'll make up the odd 10.
Brilliant.
Like I tell you what, I'll put in 500 if you guys do the other 300 each.
Well, it does. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. You said you're putting in 500 and 300 each from the rest of us? Yes. Well, that's quite generous. Thank you.
And Romo, Keck,
Yes.
you'll be okay on this journey. No questions or qualms.
Are you happy with the terms?
Trust you.
Didn't say
Well-
ask if you trust me, ask if you are happy.
Yes, I mean I don't trust this. All right, we're going into an unknown island where death and destruction is about at all times.
You're trying to get me onto a boat about to sail over open water. Take the trust.
You'll be fine. You drank a potion this morning that lets you go on boats. Remember?
Is that what it did?
Oh, it seems to have changed your tune.
Actually, I will trust your judgment and pretty much hands you the 300.
There's lots of birds at sea. You are aware. Big ones.
Okay, who's actually buying the boat? I guess I'll hand over the 30 platinum, and we'll get on our way. Who's making the transaction? Is it Lachlan or Jasper?
Jasper's doing it, but we also need to go and get the griffins as well. So
Right. Okay.
and we also
Yeah,
don't know when they're ready to sail. Yeah, we got to sail with the
Yeah,
tide.
I'll handle that bit. Right, so we break huddle again after agreeing that right. Mrs. Captain, ma'am, person, you have a deal. We would like to charter your boat.
Captain Baldwin.
Yes, of course.
Very good.
When would we be looking to depart?
Well, I can gather the crew, and you should be able to set sail first thing tomorrow morning.
Perfect. That gives us time to get all of our affairs in order and to retrieve our griffins from the edge of town, where they're currently being watched by our final party member who you have not seen yet.
Are we okay to leave them on the ship now?
Your griffins?
Yeah.
For an additional fee.
Well, you see that big man over there? He's offered to help you get things ready. So how about that?
That's very good. Maybe you can also help bring me an extra 200 gold for your griffins to go on the ship right now.
200 gold.
150, and I'll give you the money right this second.
No. We've got a con artist. There's extra fees, everything. Oh, you want me to fire this cannon? That'll be an extra 20 gold per shot, will it?
You can roll a persuasion if you'd like, Jasper.
Hidden fees.
150.
It's where the
You may
game.
bring your griffins now. Deal.
I'm not taking that, do we? Mine can sit in the woods an extra day. I'll just go sleep with it.
Let's get the griffins settled, then we can have a look around town without worrying too much about them. Once we've
Well,
got them in, set and fed, they can rest, they can sleep, and we can have a little look around.
I'm going to tell mine to be extra chlorine on that decking.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to need an extra 30 gold from 4 you to make up for the extra payments.
For God's sake.
Yes, I'll hand that over.
So I'm 33 platinum down.
Oh, I paid in gold for this one. Yeah.
So
Well,
the
down to
weight-
63 gold.
I'll take everyone's contributions. We already took Twins' purse earlier in case we needed to spend it. I'll count out 500 of my own, along with the extra 30, and then we'll pay the 2,150. This is
Perfect.
the start of a beautiful friendship, I'm sure.
You shake hands with the captain and hand over all the gold. She takes it and stores it away. And whenever you're ready, you're able to bring your griffins across, land them on the ship. Then the rest of the day is yours to do with as you will.
How long would you say the sort of walk through town, the negotiations, and the walk back to get the griffins and whatnot took? Because it was about lunchtime when we got here, wasn't it?
Airspeed about an hour and a half, I'd say.
Okay, still got a fair chunk of the afternoon.
Mhm. So whereabouts would you
Should we stock up
like
on
to?
potions and stuff? I feel my one potion's probably not going to cut it.
Yes, we definitely
Certainly
have
I
enough.
have a few myself already. But if you want, I can
It's
go do
scary.
some shopping for us all.
Yes, this is likely our last chance to stock up on any supplies in the city
I've
or
still got
town.
3 potions of great healing on me. From back at what's the space?
Anyone
Yeah,
wish to
gave
share?
you. Did I give you all one of those last time?
Yeah, I think we got one from you each, and then you just held on to the rest. I think you got like 8 or something, right?
Got 3 left on me. Yeah, so yeah, makes sense. 5 and 3. Yeah.
I've got 3 potions that I brought. Which one's the
I just want to check.
Bible?
Did I leave? Did I leave Seraphine's sending stone with Locke in the end, or did Locke give it back to Ket? I can't remember because it was more you were gonna mess around it with the tongues and everything, weren't you?
Yeah, I got a receiving stone anyway. Like I had one from before, so
But just say you've got the sending stone for now, just 'cause it makes more
it's-
sense that you'd have a hold it.
says I've got her bag, so I'll assume so. Woody,
Mm-hmm.
in the town, is there a lot of like more naval guard? You know, like obviously there's the Tarnful fleet and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like visible presence of like naval officers about and stuff?
You can see pretty much everywhere there are sailors of all sorts. So yes, there are your regular sailors. There's just fishermen, and there are the more naval based military officers there as well. They're everywhere.
Okay, well, I'm going to make an effort to try and avoid eye contact with any of them. Trying not to be suspicious. Just not that I look the same anyway, due to my disfigurement.
Mhm. So as you're all moving into the town to start looking around for things, Locke, you're trying to be subtle, but you walking down the street towards the one of the stores, which is very brightly coloured, fantastic and beautiful and vibrant. You're suddenly shunted from behind, and you feel a heavy hand on your shoulder and something sharp almost pointing towards your back, and you hear a voice in your ear. I thought that was you. What are you doing here? And you turn around and you see a face that you're very familiar with in your past. Another dwarf.
Oh.
You see. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Bum, bum, bum.
You tease.
You can't do that.
I
But I
can.
was. But I thought you were dead.
That is where we are. Yeah. Pretty much covered everything there. So
Cool.